Diffing is the process of determining the differences between two files. Diffing is handy when you're faced with a conflict between two files that were originally based on the same file, and you want to merge the two source code files together back into one file. In Visual Studio Team System, there are two common scenarios when diffing and merging those differences are used. The first scenario is when diffing two branched versions of the project back into a single project. The second scenario is when you want to unshelve items back into a local version of the project before checking in the new pending changes. In both of these scenarios, Visual Studio Team System shows the conflicts and leads you through the process of resolving them. For each conflict, you choose whether to accept the source or the target changes, or a combination of the two. You can choose to have the changes merged for you automatically. However, there will be occasions when you want to see exactly where the conflicts are and make a decision based on each conflict. In this case, the Team Foundation Difference Viewer will allow you to review the two source files and a preview of the target that will result from resolving each conflict. Now in this example, two different versions of Class 1 exist. One version, the one that's open right now, contains the changes that I made, but the other version contains changes that my peers made when reviewing my code, and they've just checked in their changes, and now I want to do the same. So I'm going to go through my normal check-in procedure. And notice that I get a Resolve Conflicts dialog box, which allows me to select either Auto Merge All or to manually take over the details of resolving this conflict. Here I can select whether to keep the local or the server changes, whether to allow an automatic merge, or to take control by performing a manual merge, which is what I'll select, and I'll click the OK button. And now you can see that there's a conflict between these two sections of code. On the left-hand side is the code that's already been checked in to Team Foundation Server's version control, and on the right is my class, my version of the class. Down below is what will it look like once I choose one or the other. In this particular case, I'm going to choose my changes, and you can see when I do that and select it on the right-hand side, that's reflected in the bottom pane, which is the target. Now that I've selected which of the two versions I want, I'm going to click the OK button in order to resolve this conflict.